Well, good morning, folks. Good morning. Well, back for more on our little film. And for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Leonard Robinson, and I will be your host for the next several minutes. What I'm doing is working on a little short animated film, and these videos are I'm providing as a means for you to see someone working on an animated short film in real time. Because I believe that as a teacher, it's better sometimes to see someone doing something in real time as opposed to a time lapsed video. A lot of YouTube videos that will train you. In the past, I've seen a lot of them that are time lapse, and while you can learn from those, I think it's maybe a little easier to learn when you're seeing someone do something in real time. Plus, you can ask questions in the comments. We can be specific about things that are happening, and you can see specifically how I'm doing something. You can see the type of software I'm using and how I'm using it. So all of that is to your benefit, if you are so inclined, if it is helpful to you. All right. If you are interested, by the way, in classes with me, I do provide online classes for what I consider to be a pretty reasonable amount. I do animation classes at the rate of $250 for a 10-week session. These sessions are 2 hours long, and they are one-on-one. Um, it's not that I don't do classes with large groups. It's just that I prefer one-on-one classes online because number one, you can work at home at your own pace. The classes are at your convenience, so I don't have a specific time for the classes. We work it out so that it is works out for you, and the classes can also be paid for in installments, so you don't have to pay. Say if it's a $250 class, you don't have to pay for it all at once. Also, I do classes for storyboarding as well, and I use software that is affordable. Right now, I'm working on this little clip, and I'm using this is Storyboard Pro. This is the software that I'm using for this film. Now, Storyboard Pro is a great software, probably the best for the job of doing storyboards and animatics. However, it is an extremely expensive software. If you're working in a studio, most of the large studios have Storyboard Pro and use it, and they probably train you to use it. I know Storyboard Pro pretty well, and I do teach it though. For my storyboard classes, I don't require people to have Storyboard Pro. You can use other things. I use Rough Animator a lot, and I also use editing software, so you can do a combination of a much cheaper software with an editing program that will be much cheaper for you to buy. Storyboard Pro is a fairly expensive software. It's about $85, $87 subscription per month, which is very expensive. Um, they don't sell Storyboard Pro outright. I was fortunate enough to be able to purchase it at a time when they were selling it. And as I mentioned, it is a great software. I paid about a little over $1,000 for it. So it's a very expensive software. So if you're starting out, I wouldn't suggest you get it unless you can afford it. All right. Anyways, having said all that, we'll move forward. So anyway, in my short film, I had a series of scenes so far up to a certain point where I worked on this sequence, and I just recently decided to go back into the story and show a section that I thought might be good to explain some things. And what this is this is a scene from an opening part of the story where we go into our characters to show when they were born and kind of setting up the story a little bit. So that's what this is. And let's see here. Let's see if I can set that down. Okay, interesting. Let's see. So is that? see here. Okay. So I have a setting for the scene here, and I was just trying to see why it was kind of jumping into a movement here. Let me see. Yeah, it seems like it's, well, anyway, we'll put the, all right, let's do the mask on it. Okay. All right, well, anyhow, let's come up here. So what I'm going to do is I started out with the scene, and as it turns out, this scene is a static scene, and this shows the hospital that the kids are born in. I did a rough sketch here, which I can now go on top of, and I've already done a camera move, as you can see here. I think what I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to extend this scene. Right now it's about 3 seconds to get into the scene. I think I'm going to make it 4 seconds. 400. So it's a little slower. And I think I'll do a cross dissolve to the next scene. Let's see. The next scene is also 3 seconds. And I think I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to make this one a little longer. There's the panel on the side here that I'm hovering my mouse over is allowing me to change the duration of the scene from 3 seconds to 4 seconds. All right, so now play it now. So I think what that's going to do is that as I truck in, see, I could cross dissolve from here to here, and then as I'm, the cross dissolve is going to burn up some time between here and the next scene. Yeah. All right. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll clean this up. So I'm going to take the mask off of this, and I'm going to add a layer. Turn the light on, and I'll add a layer here. And so we'll clean this up. So, all right, so we're going to go to Properties, and we want to get, let's see, Solid Line. Now over here on the left, we'll do a line tool. Okay. Not much of a point in drawing any kind of building without the line tool. All right. Now I exaggerated that a little bit. Let's see, I think what I'll do on this is I think I'll keep it completely straight here. All right. Now let's see. I think I don't. Okay, my perspective tool I don't think works on type. Yeah, I don't think it does. But you know what I think I'll do here is I'm going to go ahead and draw. Let's see here. Let me go for a thicker line. I'm going to draw this in the foreground here a little thicker because I want it to appear to be closer to the camera. Yeah, like that. Okay. And then erase that out. Erase that out. Yeah, so I would normally put, let's see, I would normally put the letters, the hospital on, I'd normally do that with a typeface, but something tells me, I don't think that I can, I'm not sure that I can do a tilt on the words. Let's see. We'll have to see. Let's try it. I'll make a new layer here, and I'll take the typeface, and let's just see what happens. I'm going to just type in hospital. Oops. Hospital. Okay. So I'm going to see if it will respond to my perspective tool. It might not. So now up here in the top left-hand corner, you'll see a little white arrow. If I hold the edge of this down and roll it down to perspective, then usually what that means is I can grab something in perspective. But yeah, see, it won't grab it. So I think that's because I think it's because um, it might need to be changed. Maybe I need to change this to a different. Yeah, let's see. Let's try something here. So we'll say layer convert to bitmap layer. Let's try that. I've never tried this before, so I'm going to see if it works. So if I convert this to a bitmap layer and I go OK, all right. Now let's see if it'll be affected. Nope, still not affected. All right. Okay, well, this is good to know. This is good to know. All right, so, well, let's see. Okay, here's a thought. Here's a thought. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off. Or let's see, I can just get rid of the layer. Yeah, let's see. Let me trash the layer. Okay, I'll trash the layer. All right, so let me make a new layer. And let's see. Let me try this. So I'm going to go over here. And let's see. Maybe I can write the word hospital. Let's see if I were to do it this way. Hospital. I mean, it's better if you could type it, but all right. So I think this I can affect with my perspective tool. Yeah, see, this I can affect. Now, see what the perspective tool will let me do is it'll let me tilt this, see, like that, so that it's at an angle. See how that works? Which is kind of cool looking, isn't it? I love this. This is one of the nice things about Storyboard Pro is it has these things. Okay, so now like I can grab the word and I can move it over here, you see. And then I'll go back and grab the, and see then I can tilt, you see, to match the angle of the building. Yeah. Yeah, see? See how that works? Then I could, let's see, just do a regular grab and scale it down a little bit so that it fits on the building a little better. Yeah, see? So that's actually pretty handy. All right. So I've got that. Let's see. I go back to the building. And so what I can do here, I think, let me see, I think I'm right about this. All right, so I could just put some rectangles on the side of the building here. And I think I can affect those with my perspective tool. Yeah, these will play ball. Yeah, see, so you see that works pretty good, so that it matches the the angle of the building. Now that works great. So then now that I got that, you see, then I can adjust it a little bit so that it matches. it's hard to get it 100% right. That's pretty good. All right, so now see once I get one of these, then I can copy paste and make more. Let's see. Yeah, see. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, see. Perfect. All right, then let's see. We can do some lines in here. So maybe like, because I just want to give the effect of the building being, you know, a technical building look. All that wonderful, wonderful stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's great to have some of these things here work really well. They give you a nice, whoops, a nice feel. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So we got that. Let's see now. I'll turn off the rough and see if we can see the clean line on the building there. So, so I'd say, we could make, let's see if we go for colors here. So let's say we can fill in the color on this. So maybe we'll do, let's see here. I'm just gonna, oh, let's go back to a solid line there. So the lines are gonna be outside of, yeah, all right. I'm connecting this because it's going to be outside of the mask. So I put the mask back, see, like that. So you're not going to see it. So now we'll go side of that building, side of that building. And maybe the side of this building's a little darker. This is a little lighter. Let's see, what do I want to do there? Maybe that's nice too, that it's not. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. That's not bad. Yeah. I think I'm going to take that line out. Happy with that? I think so. All right. I could put some variations there. Yeah. And also, it's an interesting thought. Let's see. What if I put a shadow on the building? So let's say this building has a shadow from the building in front of it. Put that mask back on. That's kind of nice. All right, then I'll come back in here with the clouds. So now there's clouds there. So here's the thought. Now, do I want? How do I want to do that? Okay. Well, the sky should be blue. That's pretty obvious. So let's see. All right. So if we turn this off, all right, and the background isn't painted. All right. So let's say we've got a blue sky, and we'll take a rectangle tool here, and on the background I'll make a big square here, and then I'm going to drop blue in here. All right. So now that's made everything blue. The sky will be blue behind that. All right. Then what I want to do is put, let's see, right. Okay, there's the building. So let me put white in on the building so that indicates that's the color of the building. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Hmm. That's weird. I know it's not fitting. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. Put that back. All right. So that gives us that. Oh, let's see. Hold up. Where's my take the mask off. All right. Yeah, I've got on this here. I need to. That line was coming down. That needs to match that color. It's gonna go in here. Okay, good. All right. Now the So those windows on the side actually shouldn't be white, should they? Those should be actually a dark color. Yeah, so let me go. Yeah, they should be like that, I think, right? Or maybe they should be a color. Well, let's see. Should they be a? Hmm. Let's stop and think about this one. Yeah. Hmm. Maybe that's better. Yeah, they're inhabited. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So now the background, I have made it blue, but I think what we're going to do here is we'll grab the white and we'll go to a brush, and we have a setting here where we can do a soft lead or maybe even an airbrush. Yeah, like a soft shading here. So we'll do this, and then we'll do that on the background here. Yeah, see, we'll make this a really big brush so that now, let's see, we'll treat this like this. This is the cloud behind it. Now, is that on the right? Oh, so I bet on the wrong layer. Let's come out of that. Did that wrong. Back out of that. So undo. Oops. Okay. Yeah. I got to be on the. I should be on the background. That's where I need to be. Okay. Oh, I know why it's going behind. It needs to go in front. All right. So, okay. So that's the cloud effect in the sky behind. Yeah. Okay. So you see how we're creating a background here. Yeah. All right. So now, see when we play this, now we've got a nicer looking background, and what we'll do is when we're all done and cut this in, we'll have a setting that our story is starting at. Yeah. And I'll do some type of camera move to shift from coming out of the business with the kids at the very beginning to lead into this stuff and this stuff. All right. Okay. Well, hey. All right. Well, I guess we'll stop here. We're at 25 minutes. We're pretty far in. So, look, have a great weekend. This is a Friday, so I won't see you guys until Monday. Um, so, don't forget to thank the Lord for your talents and gifts, and be thankful for the strength in your body and everything that God has provided us with. It's good stuff. God's good. So I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Take some time to rest. I always like to do that on the weekends so that I'm ready for another good week. And okay, all right. So I'll see you. Have a good one. And don't forget, Jesus is Lord.